Okay, so I went into boost at about 10 psi, and I hear this pop sound, and then the engine just dies. So I found out here's what happened here.
Look what you done. I'm a motherfucking star boy.
All right, y'all, this is it. Just about ready to mount this sucker with the wheels. Let's see here, real quick. This has been cut out and it's good to go now. I just need to do a little trimming right here, and a little trimming right here, and then it should be set. All right, y'all, here is the moment of truth. It's about 1 a.m. and I've gotten everything ready to go except the front right wheel needs to be tightened because I was finishing painting, doing some touch-ups, but I got the rear jacks off and I'm about to lower it, and it's the moment of truth to see if these wheels will actually fit not too badly on this car and I don't have to get fender flares. So let's see. Okay, I'm so excited. It's like 1 a.m. I need to be in bed, but this is the last part. I want to drive it tomorrow, so everything is off of the car, and there's only the front jack left, so I'm going to lower it right now. Okay? Okay, I'm gonna tighten the bolts on the front, other side real quick since the wheel's down, and then I'll lower it all the way. All right, so there it is, guys. This thing's riding like a freaking monster truck. Don't worry, I got coils coming in soon, but in the meantime I'm riding super high, but it doesn't look too bad. God, I gotta drop this thing like 3 inches, but look at that poke. Ooh. I think once I drop it, it will look really good. It's a little towed in on the front for some reason here, but I'm gonna take it for a drive in the morning, go to work with it and see what it's like. Okay, all right, so okay, let's see, what the fuck, look at this shit, monster trucks. God damn. So these wheels being there we go, these wheels being 18, no, yeah, these are 18s by 9.5. The tires are, I keep forgetting what the tire size are. Come on, what is it Michelin Pilot Super Sport, 30, oh yeah, 245 35, there we go, R18s. So these are actually smaller when you stack the stock tires. So let's grab a stock tire here. Okay, come on, but let's see here. Okay, so this is the stock tire next to the aftermarket wheel, and the stock tire is actually bigger. I probably should have went 19s and rocked a 40, but you know, I kind of like the thinner sidewall, so I think once I lower it, it'll be okay. But this is looking kind of silly right now. The stock tire is 245, 45, 90. Shira, chicken's just getting in the shot here. But yeah, so that's a stock tire, and these kind of look ridiculous right now. They look really small to me. I don't know. I'll probably get replacement wheels later and probably put these on the MR2 at some point. But here's the front bumper with all of the it's all bolted on. There's literally like 30 bolts that go on this front bumper. There's like 8 of them right here, and then I only put 1, 2, 3, 4, and then those 3 where the snake eyes are, I'm gonna do something with that. And then normally I think there's some like all up in here and 2 down here, but I only put 1 right here because even with that, look, solid. Okay, if I look like I just woke up, I did. I'm about to go to work right now, but that's what we got after all this work. I think I'm gonna take it for a drive and just to see how the wheels and tires feel. These coilovers are coming in soon, probably next week, so we'll do another video where I put in the coilovers and lower this thing. First drive, it's being kind of funky, but look at that. You guys hear that? Now it's behaving. I'll get that on the next clipper. What's happening is that when I'm going into gear, it drives just fine. This exhaust sounds great. But then when I put the clutch in and I go into neutral, it does this. So it's like feathering itself at 1.5 to 2,000 RPM. There, clutch is in. See that? Damn, that's annoying. And then when I start it, it idles really high, like. Once it stops doing that thing, it will idle at like 2,500, which was better than when we first started it. It was idling at like $3,000. So yeah, what the fuck? Anyway, I need to adjust the throttle body thing, maybe the idle position sensor, and then it needs to tune bad. Because I think this intercooler and the blow-off valve is totally throwing the system off, and that's why it's behaving like that. So, all right. Okay, so I went into boost at about 10 psi, and I hear this pop sound, and then the engine just dies. So I found out. Here's what happened here. These couplers. This one popped off on the intake, so I'm going to take this front bumper off. Right here in front of Alberto's. Good thing I brought my tools. I'm gonna do this. Okay, so here's what we got. I figured out what the problem was, and this coupler here is what popped off as soon as I went into boost. It's just too much pressure. These things are naturally running on dual intercoolers, like small ones. So they each have their own thing, but now they're both routed up to this 3-inch pipe here, and that's a lot of pressure that's going through there. and I guess this wasn't clamped down tight enough because it just popped off. So I'm gonna clamp this down. Hopefully the car starts again. So we'll see here. There we go. Now I'm just gonna tighten this back up here. Okay, too hard to do with one hand, so I'm gonna pause it and then tighten this up and start the car again. My coupler popped off. I don't feel very confident in the fact that all these things are on tightly. I have to go back and check them again. I think I need better ones. These ones, I don't think they just take the that much boost, and it just keep popping off, and that's not good. That's when the engine just loses pressure and dies, apparently. But all right, I'm just gonna take it easy going home, and I think I'm just gonna put the stock wheels back on and then start wrapping it. So we'll see until my coils come next week. All right, y'all, that's it for this video. Did the first drive on this car, going to work and back, and I popped the couplers twice, going there and going back every time I went to boost. So it looks like I have to take this front bumper off and then go ahead and tighten down all the rubber couplers and stuff like that, just to make sure it doesn't pop off again, and then test drive it again on the weekend where I don't have to actually be somewhere. Hands all dirty, crawling around under the car in my work clothes. So I'm gonna just do that and then pull into the garage and tune in next time to see me start wrapping this thing. So I'm gonna start prepping it for wrap, and then I might just start wrapping into this next episode. So stay tuned until next time. I'll catch you guys later.